Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy J Rocks. Hitting you with another graphic novel haul. Got a few manga as well. So yeah, let's get to it, right? I got this one. We'll start with this one. This Kingdom Hearts. If you notice in a previous haul, I bought a few Kingdom Hearts. I saw it's on Instax Trades. See, it's damaged. It was on the damage, so you see right there. That's really not a big deal, but there is something there. So I got it for like $2. I thought it was worth it, and since I've currently been buying some of these, this is a different Kingdom Hearts though. It says 358 and 2. You see that? I don't know, that's kind of weird. You can see it more clear over here. Not exactly sure what that means, but this is volume 2. That's a spine right there. This is published by somebody else, so this is by Yen Press. The other one was by Tokyo Pop, which was weird. I guess it's like its own totally different series. It got a girl on the cover. It's pink, so this feels like a totally different tone from the other book. I haven't read the other one or this one, but just with the design, it feels different. This is written by the same guy, Shiro Amano. It says original concept by Tetsuya Nomura. So this is, I guess, original concept. Is not based on the video game. It's its own thing. It goes for cover price $12, 13 Canadian. So let's check out some of the interiors on this. All right, so this is Kingdom Hearts Volume 4. It's the design. I think it's 6 of these. I don't know. Some of the art right there. I don't know, I'm a little confused with these. I do want to read them, but there's a lot of different series now that I'm seeing. I think there's like all kinds of different ones. I don't know if they have a reading order or if they connect, or you could just read any series on their own, or what. Some of the art looks promising. I'm digging the art. Hopefully it's good. This is the spine. Taking the spine on these two more than the other series. I don't know if I could just read, since this one says it's its own original thing. I wonder if I could just read these. I believe there's like 5 of them. I wonder if I could just buy these and not bother with the other series. Let me know in the comments if you're familiar with this series. Can I read this alone? And that's what make, because the other ones are also kind of expensive for a manga. That's when I could use another like Western comics. They're like $20 each manga. I was like, wow, I go. And they're not even hardcover or anything. So, and these ones are a little cheaper, so maybe I could like just this series. Alright, my next book is some more manga. This one's a little bit bigger. This is Megaman, the Gigamix. This is presented by Hitoshi Ariga. It's by Udon Publishing. There's a spine. I'm digging the spine design on this. It's pretty tight. This is the cover. I'm digging the art too. The cover looks sick. I'm digging that art style. It looks clean and it fits very well with Megaman. See one of his villains here on the spine, so I'm really digging the way that looks too. And here he is on the back as well. This is volume 3. These are a little bit bigger than your standard manga. They're about the size of the Villain Saga ones. See, it's a little bigger there. These are about the size of the Villain Saga. This goes for $14 US. And I'm excited to read this one too. So Mega Man, and I know they have different types of Mega Man, but I think I'm gonna roll with these, with the Gigamix and the Megamix. They're both 3 volumes and 3 volumes, so a 6 volume set, I guess, and they're bigger. So yeah, I'm gonna ride with that. Let's check out some of the interiors on this. This one is one I'm stoked for, because I like Mega Man. I wouldn't say I'm a huge Mega Man fan, like I collect all kinds of stuff of his, because I don't. But I love the games growing up, and I do own them on the Xbox, the complete collection or whatever it's called. And I've always liked his design. I like the idea of how he can absorb other characters' powers, and that can play into the way you pass certain levels on the game. So it had a lot of replay value. You could go through the same level with a different weapon and get a whole different experience from it. So you could play the same levels over and over, and you also got to choose what order you wanted to play them in. You didn't have to start the first level, second. You could pick whatever level you want. I also like Megaman X on the Super Nintendo. He also had a very cool design, very extreme because it came out in the 90s. So he looked more crazy looking. This one's a little more basic. I like the design on both. And Mega Man lends itself to the manga art style a lot. Like, he looks better in this type of art style than anything else. I saw this cover and I was like, oh yeah, I'm digging the art on this. I gotta check it out. It's volume 3, I believe it's only 3 of these. And I also like that they're bigger than your regular manga. They're a little larger. Check out some of the interiors. I believe that's Guts, man. I think they're making a new Mega Man game as well. And it looks promising. Looks like they're back to the basics, back to the old school games, like the Super Nintendo ones, but with more modern graphics. So that's cool. Hopefully they add a few new things to make it, make it a longer experience. You don't want to pass it in each level in 10 minutes or whatever. But without changing it too much, just add just enough. This looks nice, man. I'm digging this. I remember the first Mega Man being like super hard, and part 2 like they kind of got a little easier, a little more tolerable. Well, part 1 was impossible. One more page. I'll definitely be collecting these, especially since there's only 3, and I'll be getting the Megamix as well, which is also 3. I don't know if I'll need more than that. I think that should be good enough. I think there's an ongoing, but it's an Archie's comic, so I'm not sure. It might be a little more kiddie. I don't know if I don't know if maybe I'll pick volume 1 up and see what I think about it. But yeah, this is one of the ones I'm more excited for. The spine also looks real nice. Now hopefully it's a good read. Alright, let's get to the next book. You might have seen one of these on my previous hauls as well. Is Omnibus Volume 4. This is oh my god, it came out a little jacked on the corners there. You see that? Focus, focus, focus! Bam, there you go. Chunky books, $20 cover price. They're published by Dark Horse, but obviously these are originally Japanese, so I don't know who the original Japanese publishing is on the regular volumes. But in these 3-in-1s, these omnibuses are like 3-in-1s. These are they're like reprints, I guess, in a bigger format. Are done by Dark Horse. Nice cover. I'm digging that painted watercolor style. I believe there's 6 volumes right now. It's by written and drawn by Kazuki Fujishima. Kazuki Fujishima is the creator on this. Digging the spine on these. There you go. This one doesn't have as much color as some of the other ones. They're a little smaller than your standard book. They're the size of these, of the Mega Man ones, or of your Vinland Saga, but they're smaller than your standard Western comic. There's a girl on there. Right now we got 6 volumes. I think it might go up to like 9 or 10. I'll get the first 6. I'll probably read some of this, but most likely I'm gonna get the first 6, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna go all the way up to 10, if I'm gonna complete the whole set, depending on how I like that first half. I don't know how often they come out, if it's one a year, one every 6 months, or what. So yeah, let's check out some of the interiors on this. Alright, this is Oh My Goddess. Like I said, I'm digging the covers on these. That kind of grabbed my attention, and then I checked out a few of the episodes on this, and I liked the cartoon, what I saw of it, so I decided to go ahead and start collecting them. It's the first page. I like that I'm noticing now with the manga, always like the first page or 2 is usually in color like this. Look at, man, this shit looks nice if it was on these types of colors through the whole series. Who knows, maybe one day they'll collect this in color. A lot of vibrant, nice colors. Really wish the rest of the book interiors would have been that way, but I'm digging what I've seen from the art so far. And I like I said, I will be getting the 6. There's 6 out right now. We'll be getting them, and hopefully it just goes 9 or 10. I believe it goes 22 regular volumes, And these are 3-in-1, so I mean, what would that be? 9 or 7 or something like that? 7, I could do 7, even 8. I think it will be worth it. I just don't want anything that's gonna run too long. If you know if I'm wrong on that, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I believe they said 22 volumes. I could be totally wrong, and I could be confusing it for another series maybe. Like I said, that was the spine. Book 4 right here. Alright, the next book is this is from, I'm not too familiar with this company. I don't have any books from them. This is Onipress. It's a Queen and Country. It's a spy type of story. It's black and white. It looked interesting enough, and it was at a at a price I didn't mind. It's by Greg Rucka, who I'm familiar with. I like his Wolverine stuff. This book's kind of beat to hell, but I got it pretty cheap. You see a big old freaking, look at that. This, it has some, I don't say it's completely falling apart, but on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's somewhere around a 4, maybe a 5. But yeah, it's called Queen and Country, the definitive edition. So basically it's like a 2-in-1. It's kind of like two trades in one. It's a little under 400 pages. It's like 370, I think. It's black and white, like I said. It's a little bigger than this manga, but it's shorter than your standard size comic. And here goes, just for comparison, a regular standard manga. So all kinds of weird sizes there. So let's check out some of the interiors on this. Before we do, this goes for $20 cover price. So I can't really tell you if it's worth it or not worth it. I've never read it before, but it is only 4 of these for the whole collection. It's spy James Bond type shit from what I get. So hopefully it's good. Alright, this one I know nothing about. This is the one I wouldn't say I'm the most excited about, but it's the one I'm more curious, like, cause I really don't know what to expect on here. I don't even know what to expect with the, I mean, sort of know what to expect with the art, cause I'm pretty sure that's gonna be in the interiors as well. Has a manga feel to it as well, cause it's not the regular size, and it's also in black and white. I think this is my second haul in a row with no Marvel books. It looks okay. Nothing to write home about, but it's cool. Kind of basic panel layouts, basic art, nothing fancy. It is a chunky book though, and it is just a 4 volume series, 4 of these definitive editions. I believe each one is 2 volumes. So I guess if you buy the regular trades, it would be 8. I'm not sure how that goes, or I don't know if it's 3 volumes in each of these. I don't know, I didn't really do any research. I just, when they get here, I just record them. I don't do a lot of background or anything. And also with the reviews, once I read the book, ooh, this right here, the art looks cool right here. I'm digging this. Also, when I do reviews on a book, I try not to watch anybody else's reviews till I do mine, till I finish reading it. I don't want anybody else's opinions influencing me, and I try not to do no research. I try to just go at it, just pretty raw, just what's in my mind of what I just read or what I just saw. Same with the books. When I get them, I just open the box, or if I buy them, I go to the store and bring them with me. I just start recording them without. A lot of times when I open the book, I'm looking at the art for the first time with you guys, so I don't have no pre-planned things to say or anything like that. That looks pretty cool. It looks real cool. I wish it would have showed the covers though. It shows this instead. I always like seeing the covers on the books. Like before you get to the next issue, I like it to show the cover. One, so you know the next issue is coming. You could just stop there and start the next issue later or whatever. And also because I just like to see how they look, how the covers, the original colors look. And even though this is in black and white, I know the covers would be in color. So I would like to see the covers and color in between the pages. I think we flipped through enough of the pages. See, the back says Eisner Award winner, best new series of 2001. So it's a pretty old series. I wasn't collecting books back then. I was in high school, and You know, I was trying to spend my money on other things, and books wasn't one of them. Okay, so yeah, and it has Greg Rook. I'm familiar with him, so looks promising. We'll check it. All of, I already saw this. It has a few panels here. I mean, I seen it, but I didn't really pay attention to what was going on in them. All right, so yeah, let's get to the next book. All right, the last book of the haul. I always save the big one for the end. This is Batman. It just says Batman by Tim Sale and Jeff Loeb. Damn. Look at that spine. I'm digging the spine design. It's a bit chunky. It's the back of it. The cover. That cover sucks. I'm really not feeling it. I'm really not feeling. Well, the back cover looks decent, but I'm not feeling the front cover, and I do like the spine though. This is a chunky book, man. It goes for $125, which is not bad for how thick it is. It's not a bad price. This collects Batman Madness, A Legend of the Dark Knight Halloween Special, Batman Ghost, A Legend of the Dark Knight Halloween Special, Batman The Long Halloween, Batman Dark Victory, and Catwoman When in Rome, and also Superman Batman Secret Files. I don't know what that Secret Files thing is, and what that Madness Legend of the Dark Knight Halloween Special, or the Ghost of a Legend. Not familiar with those, but I do know the Dark Victory, the When in Rome, and the Long Halloween. In my opinion, the Long Halloween is one of the best Batman stories out there. Definitely top 5, probably top 3. In my opinion, it might even be number 1 in a lot of people's list. This is how I got introduced to Jeff Loeb. Was through this book, through the Long Halloween. That's the first time I heard of him, and I was like, wow, this is good. I'm really digging this. It's great in singles. When you read it in trade, always the introduction, the first page is always the same exact thing. It's gonna tell you the same exact thing. When the second issue comes out, the first page is gonna tell you the same exact things. So it can get repetitive, but it's kind of to remind you of what just happened previously and so forth. If you're reading it in singles, because after a month or whatever, you can forget some of that stuff. But the art on this is terrible. I'm not feeling it. I liked him still on some stuff. Honestly, I don't like him on this. For some reason, I just hated his Catwoman was the worst. She has like a 6-pack and she's all buff and look manly. I was not digging that. It kind of ruined the art for me in a way. But I'm excited to have that one. This year was good for me as far as the omnibuses that came out this year. I was asking for like about a year already. I was asking for a Commandy omnibus. I said we should redo those Commandy. There's 2 Commandy omnibuses and 1 oversized one. And they did this year. I was asking for the Dark Victory, Long Halloween, and When in Rome. I had those trades. So why don't they put all 3 of these and make a Jeff Loeb omnibus? And they did this year. So I was asking for a He-Man. I go, why don't they put the He-Man and make 1 or 2 omnibuses? The Eternal War and the regular He-Man, Master of the Universe. And it got announced it's coming out in a few months. Oh yeah, and Punisher Max. I had the hardcovers. I was wishing they made an omnibus, and they finally made an omnibus. So that was cool. So yeah, like I said, everything I wished for to be an omnibus format that I've been complaining about for about 5 months, 6 months. Current collections I've had, and I was like, man, I wish these were an omnibus format. Came out this year, so I got rid of the hardcovers or trade paperbacks and whatever format I had them in. Got rid of them. Also, the Wolverine in Hell. I got that in omnibus. It's basically Jason Aaron Volume 2. I had the trades. Finally, the omnibus came out. So I was like, now I gotta get Volume 1 and now the Volume 2's coming out. I gotta get Volume 1 and get rid of these trades. So I traded all the 4 trades for the Omni, and then I just went ahead and ordered the omnibus once it came out. So like I said, now what I'm asking for now, let's see if I can predict this. We'll see what happens. Is Punisher War Journal, and also I wish the Wolverine original 1988 series, the one with Larry Hama. I hope those 2 get omnibuses, an omnibus line. That way, the Wolverine should run you about 5 omnibuses. The War Journal should run you about 3 or 4. So I think that would look pretty cool. 3 War Journals and then the 2 Punisher Max. That will be all the Punisher I need. I'll be happy with just those two series. In my opinion, those two are his best series, and you don't need more than that. You don't need 200 issues of Punisher or 500 like of X-Men, because he can get repetitive after a while. I would be good with just that. So it was a good year for me as far as everything I wanted in Omnibus that didn't exist in Omnibus. This year it came out. So I was told I've been collecting 3 years. This was probably the best year as far as what came out. Also the Mutant Massacre. I had a hardcover, so I never thought there would be an omnibus. But from what I'm seeing, eventually one of these days, every X-Men stuff is getting an omnibus. The whole series is eventually gonna be collected in omnibus format because X-Men are awesome and they sell. The completed collections of X-Men sell. So there's no need to stop. Keep grinding. Keep doing the damn thing. Marvel, I'm enjoying that. I still need to pick up that wedding of Cyclops and Jean Grey though. I gotta get on that. Anyways, if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell so it can notify you on your feed. Also follow me on Twitter. Follow me also on Goodreads. Check on the links down below. On the description down below, I have the links to all that stuff if you wish to follow me on all that. I really don't know how to do that whole Instagram thing. I gotta look it up so I could add my link to that as well. I'll post a picture of a panel. If a panel I like the art on it, whatever, I'll take a picture, post it on there. Or I buy a book, sometimes I post it on there. I don't do it a lot, but I do it sometimes. But on Twitter, I do it most of the time. Which I hear, let me know in the comments down below. I don't mess with Instagram as much as Twitter, and I hear to post pictures of like a new book you got or a picture panel. Instagram's the way to go. That's where you should do all that. That's what I hear. So maybe I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and maybe spend less time on the Twitter. We'll see. So I guess that's all I got for today, and I'll just check you guys out next time.